So I have trouble finding the inner self-confidence and self-love. Can you help? Absolutely. So yeah. Okay. So loving yourself will make you feel more confident. And when you feel confidence, it truly is a reflection of love for self. So for me, you know how I said, like, y'all know my story. I used to be a people pleaser, and I used to seek my validation and confidence from external things, like, like sports, grades, people telling me I'm beautiful and things like that. And it wasn't that I was doing this intentionally. I just would know that these things made me feel good. Helping others, right? Being there for other people. And, when I started living alone, like, that's when I started to realize that, like, I was like, damn, like, why don't I feel like good? Like, why do I feel lost? Like, why don't I feel connected to myself? Like, I just knew that, like, I had to figure out a way to tap into my confidence. Like, I had to figure out a way to have unconditional love for myself. And that really didn't start to come through. Like, my confidence didn't really start to come through until I started my spiritual journey and until I started focusing on my inner work, right? And really just developing a strong self-concept for myself. So I became a lot more confident when I started to actively seek out the things that make me feel happy, that make me feel good, like from the inside, like things that actually bring me a positive energy. And like, to be honest, like, it has a lot to do with self-care. Like, it's no shade. Like, it's literally like when I take care of my body from head to toe, like, I'm talking like grooming myself, like obviously like cleaning my body, but like, really like setting the intention to focus on skincare, dental care, my nails, like pedicures, manicures, like my body care. I don't really mean in the sense of like, ooh, like oils, body lotions or whatever. Like, I just mean like really developing a relationship with my body, from head to toe, right? So just staying on point with like my body care and my skincare and cleaning myself. Cause like I said, like I've had some tough times, and there were times where like I would have to take a cold shower, and it's like, girl, I don't even have time to really like get the full, like really get a deep clean. Like, there would be times where I wasn't even conscious of like doing, like a body exfoliation or like pedicures. I used to be like, I'm good. Like, so when I started really setting the intention to develop a better relationship with like my body care, that really boosted my confidence because it taught me how to love myself, like love my body. And then that also like ties into me going to the gym. Something about me like being like physical and like moving my body, like staying in motion helps the mind, like at least for me, because like when I activate like my body, like I don't know, like it just does something for me. Like, there's some sort of scientific correlation, y'all. I ain't the scientist, but working out, moving my body, dancing, yoga, stretching really makes me feel good. And also like when I stay active, I see like a positive result in my physical appearance, but like I'm not really here to promote, like having like an amazing body. I'm really just saying like, when you use your body, when you show love to your body, it's like an act of gratitude, right? Like God gave us beautiful bodies, and every day that I wake up, I'm so fucking grateful that like my legs are holding me up right now. Like my back is allowing me to sit up straight right now. Like I'm speaking with my mouth, like my fingers are moving because my mind is telling my fingers to move right now. Like I think that's dope as fuck. And I'm a very deep thinker, and I'm a weird thinker, I guess. And I think about things like that. So I'm like, bitch, I might as well like go to the gym and like make myself stronger and like give thanks to my body for taking care of me. I could cry right now because that's how deep I look at it. So yeah, when I go to the gym, I go 3 to 4 times a week. This is my off day. So I go for weights, and then one day I'll do cardio where I'm like just the treadmill. But weights, baby, that's my shit. That's my shit. It's something about pushing against resistance. It's a soothing feeling. to exercise my muscles, if you will. So I try to do that 3 to 4 times a week. Baby, them results be coming in, especially when I feed myself. I intentionally feed myself 3 times a day, sometimes 4. And just that alone has changed my whole life. I have more energy. I appear like physically stronger and healthier. And I also go for walks every day. That definitely helps my mind so much. Like this morning I went for my walk and I went a different route. Like I did not know they had a soccer field over there. Child, they had so many kids and families and like they had a whole, like it was dope. Everybody was waving at me and stuff. Cause I had my like active wear on. So they thought I'm like, hey, yeah, I might hop on the field. No, I'm just kidding. But everybody was nice to me and stuff. And like, I just had the best thoughts when I was walking, like all positive. I started getting ideas, but I was like, what if I was a mom and like I took my kids to their soccer games, or like, what if I went to my friends' kids' soccer games and stuff? Cause some of my friends have kids and like, I don't know why I was just thinking about like family and like whatever, just from going on this walk. And then that spun into like, well, what type of woman would I be if I were able to do these things? And like, I would be a confident woman who is disciplined and would be, having something going on for her life. I just got like all these positive thoughts, and the sun was out and I had my beats on and I was playing Migos and like I was vibing. Migos are my favorite artists, always have been, always will be. And I have a whole playlist of just Migos, my favorite Migos songs. So yeah, it was a little bit of that. And then I played my affirmations and I was just feeling so good. The mind is powerful. And like, solitude is powerful. When you have some very quiet moments with yourself, you realize that, oh my goodness, like you just hold yourself accountable for everything that you've manifested. And you remind yourself that if you really want to make a change in your life, and if you really want to manifest your desires, and if you really want to achieve your goals, then the person who's going to make it happen is you. So you have to get to a place where you make the conscious decision that you are going to discipline your mind and do the necessary work to be the person that you want to be. And so when I came to that conclusion, I was like, fuck, well, being on social media all day is not going to help me get to where I'm trying to go. I mean, even with me being a creator, like I do need to limit my time online because it is a distraction. Like, have you ever sat and thought that like how powerful it is to literally have an item in your hand and you're just, your focus is on it the whole day? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy to me. So I decided to take my power back and create my own reality and take power of my own mind so that I can control my life. Like, essentially, like, cause your mind creates everything. So I just decided to, take my power back from devices, TVs, like phones and stuff like that. Like, even I'll turn my music off, and really just get quiet and focus on putting positive energy into my mind. Like, so I read spiritual books, babe. Like, I don't feel like getting up, but I'll show you guys in a sec. But like my Neville Goddard book, I'll put it on the screen or something. It's like the Neville collection, all 10 of Neville's books. Very empowering, very empowering. Neville Goddard is a philosopher who studied the law of attraction, and his messaging is reminding you that you are the creator of your reality. But yeah, like I'm just very protective of my mind. And I'm very aware of it. And I just decided that like nobody is going to help me work through my triggers except for me, because nobody knows what is triggering me. Like nobody's thinking for me. Like I'm the one thinking. I'm the one creating the experience that I'm having based on what's happening in my mind. So I have to develop a relationship with my mind, cleanse it, get all the craziness out of it, like get all the toxic shit out of it, and really just create a positive world in there so that I can be positive and confident. Like if you live a life where you're constantly insecure, like that shit is like, no, bitch, like, no. So like, I was just like, I'm about to like take control of my mind for real. So like, I live a very like relaxed lifestyle. Sometimes some people would argue that like the way I live my life might be kind of boring. Like, I don't know. I'm a very chill type of person. I read, I write, I think a lot. I intentionally think. So like, I basically am like thinking about stuff that I want to happen in my 3D. I'll intentionally think of like being at a restaurant with my friends, or like pulling up to the bank, like making deposits or withdrawals, or I'll literally visualize myself like paying bills, or I will visualize myself on the beach or whatever. Like I just like be in my head, like imagining, or I will be writing, like I'll cook a nice meal for myself. I will visualize, like I watch the luxury TV, like it's always on both of my TVs. That way, if like my attention goes up to the TV, just like by accident or whatever, like I'm seeing a beach, or I'm seeing like Spain or like Barcelona, like Miami, like, you know, just like very luxurious, like scenery. So I don't know, like I know who I am. I know that I'm the operant power of my reality, and I'm creating everything with my thoughts. So I just like tap into my mind, and I'm like, bitch, I want to like consciously create shit. You know what I'm saying? Spirit. Like I take care of my spirit as well. I stay in alignment. I meditate, and I keep my mind as quiet as possible because I like to be conscious of what's on it. Yeah. I just like to be able to hear my own thoughts. Whoever asked the question earlier about how to get out of victim mindset, meditation. You can distract yourself and like do something else that makes you feel good. Follow your happiness, of course. I should have said that, but like as well. But meditation really is like everything for me, because when I meditate, when anyone meditates, it's like a form of like calming your senses, like calming your nervous system. And when you do that, all the bullshit like fades away, and you get into alignment with your inner being, which is God. When you get in alignment with your inner being, the true essence of the energy from the Most High begins to tap into your mindset. And you're just reminded that like all is well and everything is okay. So yeah, that definitely helps me out. I forgot to mention, I read my Abraham Hicks book a lot. That's my other spiritual book. It's like the basics of the law of attraction. That book calms me the fuck down. So I would work on all these things. Plus my last thing is my purpose. So when you are, you know, kind of like trying to find yourself, and when you want to find that inner confidence and the self-love and all the things, going back to what I said before about like doing things that bring you happy, or seeking out the things that make you happy. It might be a little bit of a journey. It may not be an overnight thing, but like I've definitely come to realize that like using my voice makes me feel connected to God, because my voice is a part of how I channel God, right? Like by doing this, by sitting here helping you guys, speaking, like singing, affirming out loud when no one's here. Like I just really like using my voice. I've developed a very positive relationship with my voice. I used to be very shy, afraid to speak. I used to not know. It's hard to explain, y'all, but like there was a time in my life where like I couldn't like hear my voice. I just knew that I was speaking. And I don't know how else to explain that. I couldn't really hear myself, but I would speak. And I think like I just wasn't conscious, like my ears, or like I just wasn't in alignment with the vibration of my voice, or something, my vocal cords. Like I don't really know the technical words or the terms or whatever, but throughout my healing journey, I've come to recognize that like, oh my goodness, like my voice is beautiful. My voice is amazing. Like I've become more conscious of my voice and how powerful it is, how powerful words are, and how powerful my voice is. I don't know how else to explain it. And it was actually a very beautiful, emotional, transformative point in my life because I started to love my voice and I started to feel confident in my voice. And I started to realize, oh my goodness, this is like what makes me feel God. So it took some time, and it was a lot of resistance involved with that. But you just have to start seeking and start trying new things, do things that you haven't done before, try a new hobby, right? But most definitely self-care and self-love, like developing the relationship with your physical body and your mind, your spirit. And then like as a byproduct of all those things, you will come into alignment with something that makes you feel amazing. And more than likely it is your purpose. So just stay grounded. And like I said, books help, but definitely turn off social media for a little bit. Or if you do get on social media, like, you know, obviously tune into things like this, or, you know, things that will help you develop as a person, and just be disciplined. You know, like it's definitely fun and good to like engage with people or whatever. But like, I just try to remember like this social media shit is a world. It's like not real life. And even the people on there, like, even though I know them and stuff, they're my friends and everything, but it's like, I'm not about to sit here and talk to y'all like all day. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna put my phone down a little bit and like clean my house or just like meditate or like be in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So I intentionally direct my attention to things that bring me happiness and make me feel confident. So yeah. Oh yeah. Last thing I want to say, just like ask yourself, like take a moment to yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to work on about myself? What is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time and I haven't done it, bitch? Like, let's start doing it, you know? So yeah, focus on you, focus on you, focus on you.